Good morning, everyone. It looks like, Eric Lulov is also joining us this morning. Eric,
Yes.
don't forget to accept your invite that I sent you in Signal so that your name will show up on the live screen. We got Walter dancing. Good morning, everyone. It's Notes of the Week on Sick of This Shit publication. I'm Nick Perro, not your dad, joined by my good friends Walter Ryan, the level 36 magic user, and Dr. Eric Lulov, CEO, CMO by day, and intelligently masculine dude by night.
I'm still going to have to jump off in a couple minutes because my.
Oh, yeah, you're good to come in and out as you need.
Because she's taking forever to fill out our fucking paperwork.
So. Hey, if you need to drop and then join, just come back in and out as you go. Just don't forget to accept your live invite that I sent
everybody
you in
have their bingo card for tonight?
Oh yeah.
Oh God, okay. I'm not watching that. No.
Okay, so we'll talk about that for a second here. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Notes of the Week. We got some fun notes we're going to talk about today, but we've also got some great stuff because tonight is the State of the Swamp, presented by Defiance.org, which is the rebuttal to the idiot who is in office doing the quote State of the Union, and wanted to shout out that Banner and Backbone is a virtual sponsor for the event. So we're so excited about that. We signed up thanks to a really generous contribution from an audience member and a friend. We are able to be a virtual sponsor for tonight's event. So you'll see a shout out for us for Banner and Backbone while we're doing that. I'm excited. I don't really want to watch the State of the Idiocy, but there is a chance of winning something with a bingo card, so I may try and win the bingo card. It'll be fun. I've got my bingo card already and set up. It could be an interesting one. Walter, it's been almost 2 weeks since we've talked, man. Like in person, how are you?
Good. It's good to see. I was reflecting on that. It's like, something's different. What's been going on? And it's like just not having Nick around. So, and this said episode 22. So we've been doing this for 22 weeks. Is that
22 weeks where we've both been on together? I've got to get it so that you can log in and always use the streaming platform. And then even if I can't make it, you can always do this and we'll get it set up so we can get you hosting on like Sick of the Shit publications with Nick Parrott. What I'm starting to do is like I do for Banner and Backbone, where it's the media network inviting us as hosts. And so Sick of the Shit publications invited me and you and Eric and others to be our guests today, our hosts today. And then it would allow you on the techie side I would allow you to be able to use that. Like that's the whole point of the Banner and Backbone and the Sick of This Shit like collaborative groups is that we get to co-op with each other and have tools where if I'm not there, you can still use it. And you still got access to have all the great hosting, and I can teach you then how to use it too, so you can shift between the scenes, make sure you've got stuff all set up for your presentations.
Master Sensei, yes.
Yeah, take my notes.
Hey, everyone in the chat, smash the heart while you're coming on in. We are on Substack and YouTube. Good morning, everyone.
There's my Berkey Warrior medal. I wanted to show you that. I thought
you
Can you see them?
Yeah.
You see the two warriors.
We need to make a distinction for all the women out there. It's not a Birkin. Okay. It's not medal. A Birkin. It's not a $28,000 purse from Hermes. Okay. It's a Berkey. Okay.
Berkey, yeah. Look at all my medals. Isn't that amazing? That's from being old. Haven't done it 23 times. I should wear that. Of course, I'd lose you guys. I'm not going to do that.
It's probably emitting some sort of like EM radiation, and
the radiation of awesomeness. Yeah. What do we got here? Some intense comments already.
Yeah, there's an intense comment. Does anyone have any idea what is going on with the psychology community on Substack? They're blocking people when they admit to being neurodivergent when no excuses are being made for bad behavior. I'd have to know more on that before I can.
First time hearing of it.
Yeah, I'd have to know more about that. I'm not part of the psychology community because I'm not a licensed psychologist. I'm not a licensed therapist,
Odd.
a licensed social worker. I'm none of the licensed things. I'm just a dude who talks about his well-being and mindfulness and mindful share.
I'm a dude playing another dude.
Yeah, I'm a dude playing a dude by a dude with a dude's face. And like eventually or here soon, I'm going to be going over this, which is the effective living skills group therapy modules. I have 4 books that I'm basically going to go through with everyone. It's the VA's effective living skills group therapy module sessions. And I'm going to go in it and say to everyone, and just make sure y'all know, I'm talking about this right now too, as just a precursor is I'm not a licensed anything. I'm just going to go in and say, hey, these are the exact skills that were taught to me as the VA from the VA. Okay. Use them at your discretion. But here's also the pamphlet with your thing, so that you can use all the effective living skills because they help me.
Has anybody been seeing Jason's photos? He's been posting from the Star Trek cruise he's been on.
Jason O'Dell.
Jason O'Dell's been posting some really crazy photos. He's like, he's standing next to Shatner, and then he's like, he's catching Q at
That's what we needed. We gotta throw those in today.
Oh gosh, I love. Let's see if it restarts us.
It looks like, and I'm seeing the chat still going over there. So.
Yeah, we're still good. We're good.
Yeah, we look good.
Hold on, it turned off. Let's see what happens.
Substack's messing with us again.
Eric, accept your live invite. Con, was that it?
Yeah, that's how he does it.
Was that it? Did they shut us down because of that?
We're back.
We're back. Hey,
we're back.
Thanks everyone for sticking with us. We are back on this Tuesday morning with Nick Perro, Walter Ryan, and Dr. Eric Lula for Notes of the Week. Welcome.
So speaking of which, have you been watching Starfleet Academy? Have you seen it at all?
No.
The new
series?
Is
that the animated one?
No. This is with Holly Hunter.
Oh.
And
it's on Paramount?
It's on Paramount. Yeah.
Well, then I know I haven't seen it because I don't pay for anything Paramount anymore.
Yeah, that's odd. This
it's actually pretty well written.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's it? Where is that streaming? You said Paramount.
It's on Paramount. CBS Studios. It's like the only thing I'm willing to pay CBS for.
Yeah, I stopped paying for it
because they shoot it in Canada. So that's the only reason why I'm still doing it, because they shoot in the Canadian studios.
Star Trek has been one of the few cultural things that predicted a positive future, though. It's just sort of like it's been a good thing. Yeah.
Gene Roddenberry was such a visionary.
Yeah. He shaped so much of my childhood in a lot of ways. Like Gene Roddenberry and now I can't remember his name. George Lucas.
Yeah,
shaped a lot of my childhood with the stories that they created.
How do you forget George Lucas?
Yeah. Oh, I
don't know, but it's on the sign. It's on the wooden poster that's on my wall for the original Star Wars movie. I have the original film poster in that wood backing, hanging on my wall because I'm a nerd, obviously. And I have my Star Wars minis behind me.
I see that concept, like attacking anybody who's intellectual, is the white supremacy.
I have my little mini Enterprise.
Oh, nice!
Yeah. I had one of those models where you had to glue it together. I had one of those when I was a kid too.
Free State of the Union crap. Clearing out the bandwidth.
Okay.
I'm seeing us
At
in
least
the
it's letting us
back on.
reconnect to the same live stream.
Yes, this at least the
So
keys
that-
allowing you to. Yeah.
Yeah, at least I don't have to keep remaking it because that would be the worst. Yeah, no, they shaped so much of my life though. Like as a kid, like Star Trek was I mean, for anyone who doesn't know, and I'm pretty sure everybody does know, is Star Trek was a reaction to the Russian scare, all of the communism and all of the stuff going on. Like it was a reaction in a way that shaped for how we can get towards a better future.
Yeah.
And what we can see ourselves as. And yeah, it was super over the top. It was super over the top in a lot of areas. Nobody go anywhere. We're at 69 in the live chat right now.
You didn't like the Gorn costume?
I like it. Yeah.
But I was always a fan of Patrick Stewart more so as Picard than I was with Shatner because Shatner was so over the top.
Oh,
I liked in the original series how they in the original series they would blow whistles. You know, it'd be like, like it was like they were on a Navy ship. You're watching that, you're like, oh, like they didn't know what space would even be like. So it's kind of cool.
I think I'm on a delay.
Things keep changing on my screen, and I'm hoping it just doesn't shut down again on us. Sorry, everyone. Substack, actually not Substack, but Restream is being weird to us, where it keeps turning us on and off. So we'll see what happens. In the end, it's just we're gonna work with the tech gods the way they go today. That'll be what
I'm gonna blur my background here and just try to keep up with the bandwidth here. There we go.
The original movies were awesome. Like I love the movies so much, and I think they were as actors more mature by the time they did the movies.
Like 5.
Well, yeah.
I didn't like 5.
Yeah, that's fair. We're all
5 was just goofy.
Yeah, they had their moment. It depended. You look at who the directors were. Like I think what was it? One of them was directed by Nicholas Meyer, who wrote a Sherlock Holmes book. I like Sherlock.
Yes.
He wrote the 7% Solution, which is the one where Sherlock Holmes gets addicted to cocaine and he has to go to Sigmund Freud because Sigmund Freud had been the only person who got him off cocaine. So this guy, I like it. I like it when these guys who are kind of famous as writers, then they end up in the film world. I don't know. They make he might have been the first one. He might have done the motion picture. I can't remember now for sure.
Well, Nicholas Meyer did 2 and 6.
Oh, okay. You know. Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was good. Those really good writers.
And then Jonathan Frakes did First Contact and Insurrection. And then Nimoy did 3 and 4.
Jonathan Frakes is one of the best.
Yeah.
I like how he sits down. I like how he climbs
where
over
he does like the Captain Morgan thing where he gets like 1 foot up and he comes over.
He always has to go. He has like mount every chair.
He mounts his chairs. He reverses them and just it's like it always reminds me
like a cowboy. And it's so deliberate. It's like there's never anything natural about it. It's just sort of like you're just trying to be like the cool guy on this geeky show. And I just think I think it's kind of funny.
Yes, and he played the trombone. And he'd come in and he'd be like, whoa. And it's just so much fun. Oh, I love Next Gen. That's my favorite of all of them, though I'm a fan of Voyager. I'm a fan. I'm not as much a fan of Deep Space Nine.
Avery Brooks is amazing.
I just never got into it. It was just it felt slow compared to the others.
DS9 dealt with a lot of cultural conflict.
Yeah.
I'll probably have to rewatch it now as I'm older and I can probably pick up on the cues much better and really understand it.
Yeah, but the what was I going to say? It was so the whole point of they brought in Patrick Stewart. Do you remember the story on how they got Patrick Stewart to play the role?
No.
They wanted the original person that they were looking at to cast for Jean-Luc Picard, like Patrick Stewart was like an afterthought. And they weren't the original process wasn't to go looking for a Shakespearean trained actor. But when he did the reading for Farpoint, they like went nuts, like, you know, Steve Abrams and Akiva, whatever it is, just they went crazy over his reading because of the way he commanded the cast.
That's what happens when you ask a Shakespearean actor to do something. Like,
just remember, he was in Dune, the original Dune.
Yep. And Excalibur. Courtney just mentioned Shatner as a singer, and his singing, Mr. Tambourine Man. Have you ever seen these? Like his spoken word songs, they're so weird. I don't know. They do become entertaining like the 10th time. You just have to revisit them. It's like watching it.
Well, he did that in Miss Congeniality. That was the whole point. That was the whole farce of the
right. He just screams it at the end. Yeah. Oh, I love that.
He's an interesting dude. He's an interesting dude.
And the fact that he's lived as long as he has.
Yeah.
You know, like DeForest Kelly's passed away now. James Doohan's passed away. I think Walter Koenig's still alive. You know, Nichelle Nichols passed away. Leonard Nimoy's passed away now.
Yeah.
You know,
Nichelle Nichols was such an important figure in just all of, you know, American culture too. It just
ready. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to catch you guys in a little bit. I have to step away.
Sounds good.
Time to save the sick and injured again.
Yeah. Go do it. Go do your real job.
As opposed to
this job. This job. Yeah, this is a job.
We will get into this when I come back, Nick.
Awesome.
We're not done yet. You and I
are not done
yet. We'll go right back to Star Trek. All right, go save lives.
We'll put a pin on it. Save lives.
Boom. All right.
Okay. I'm gonna mute him and drop him from the scene for now, just so that.
Beep beep beep.
And when he's back, we'll get him back on. Hey everyone, welcome back. We'll put a pin in Star Trek, and we'll come back to it.
You're like an excavator operator back there doing the controls.
So I like making noises too. Like, that's the side most people don't see about me. Like I'll sit at home and I'll just sing to my dogs and like talk with my dogs, and I'll make noises throughout the day. Like when I play with the toys that I have, like when I play with Legos and stuff, I make the space noises and stuff while the ship is flying through space. So it's like, and like, because I gotta have fun too. Like I did that when I was a kid. Like I used to make Kinects and Lego stuff. I had both. So I had the big Kinects like tower, and it was the like roller coaster tower, and it had all the people. But I also had some of the like other Kinects toys. And then I created little TIE fighters and spaceships that would, out of Legos, that would then attack the Kinects tower. And I would have like Kinects Star Wars. I would have like Star Wars style like battles between like Kinects and Lego ships. Why not?
Did they ever make a Kinects to Lego adapter so you could use?
No.
Somebody should make that. Somebody should 3D print that shit. Where I was like, yeah, I know. You sounded like a purist. Like you do not combine those things, but I'm like the Borg. I come in.
No. I could see taking Technics and making Kinects adapters for Technics pieces, because then you could make all the like cars and all sorts of things like that be adapted onto a Kinects roller coaster. Like imagine a Kinects roller coaster where you could adapt the car to slide into the Kinect slots without the rubber on the wheels, or with the rubber into some sort of Kinect slots or something, and it just goes down like a roller coaster. That would be so fucking cool. Yes. Million. We're gonna be the next billionaires over here, but we're gonna give it all away before we make a billion, so that we don't become what they are, because I don't want to join that club.
I was going to say too, with the sound effects, I spend all my time just singing and making songs. And I know I got it when my wife or something, she'll just repeat one of the songs. Then she'll get all pissed. She's like, you did this to me. And it's just like I'm making these dumb little ditties all the time. And they're just like, I just start laughing when they start repeating my dumb little songs.
So we have a snake, as many people know. His name is Bucky. And his name is actually Bucky the Slither Soldier Barnes. Named after the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, okay.
And because we have a dog who's Dr. Bruce Barkner, named after Bruce Banner. Um, the other one is not in the mix. The other two are not in the naming mix because they were either previous generation dog or one adopted us and had his own name already. We have a dog who's like a designer bred dog. Like
Oh,
he's
nice.
two
Designer dog.
purebreds,
It's got a
designer bred.
little label
Yeah,
on the back
he's
of their neck. Yeah.
basically like he's called what they're called is a golden hound.
What
They're
type of snake? Somebody asked. What type of
oh,
snake?
what type of snake is he's a
Spinning
uh,
cobra?
no, he's a Lucifer het ball python. And he is roughly the length of hold on, my arm to mid back of my neck, maybe almost to my other shoulder now.
Nice.
Like he's big now.
Yeah.
And he's about as big as he's gonna get. Male snakes get between 4 and 5 feet long. Female snakes get 6 plus. Female snakes tend to be bigger. Just like most animal kingdom, females tend to be
Better,
in
smarter,
charge.
stronger, more endurance, just in all ways.
Yeah.
Higher,
That's going to be
better
one of my
morality.
notes. I just want to put it out there that today's note is going to be all about the Benjamins and where money's going, but also all about celebrating the fact that historically, women's sporting teams specifically are better than our men's teams. And we expect that our women are going to win because they're just better. They're better than the other teams. They've had to work harder. They continue to work harder, and they're just better.
Yep.
And we'll talk about that in a little bit. Because we've got plenty of show today. Don't forget, everyone, we're here for 2 hours. I can't rely on the time stamp on my video for Restream this time because Restream decided to quit us twice mid-show. But we're still here and we're still going. So smash that heart with us. And before we go any further, and maybe I'll do it next time or next week, I'll use some of the artwork to show off some of the cool artwork that we have displayed on the Sick of This shop, because all of our shirts and designs are made by either those in the community, us, or friends. And I want to celebrate that artwork as part of not only because I want to help sell some of my merch, because that's going to help pay for me to be able to live and eventually add on and hire my support team as real support rather than volunteers, real paid support rather than volunteers, is go to the top corner. I'm going to hopefully point to it that way. That way. In the top left corner is the Sick of This shop QR code. And I'll show off because this first time Walter and I have been together for it.
That looks awesome.
I get to wear my Now You Know So You Can Grow hoodie as I've been carrying
I'm on your back
for the last week or so. Been carrying Walter on my back.
We should be on the side. You should flip it so we look like the picture.
Oh yeah, we'll have to do that because then we can actually do our pose. That'll be cool. And so come buy some merch. We just redesigned the whole shop. We switched over to print full rather than
makes a great gift.
Oh, it does make a great gift.
That's actually the best thing for it. Like that's why you need like 30 pairs. Don't think of just yourself. Don't think of just yourself. Buy one for everybody. You need not just one sweatshirt. You need to buy 100 sweatshirts.
Yeah, and you can also get these lovely in left or right-handed version coffee mugs where the primary image can face outward depending on if you are left or right-handed. I'm left-handed, so I like my primary image facing towards y'all. So here's a left-handed Now You Know So You Can Grow coffee mug. And while you drink, you can enjoy Walter and my faces and notes of the week with Walter and Nick. And we also have some new shirts, which are our FDT collection, which is the Foxglove Daisy Tulip collection. Because they're beautiful, but our FDT collection is now available with t-shirts, hoodies, and coffee mugs.
You need to do a runway for us, Nick.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
beautiful. That'll sell some.
I know.
God,
I know.
they're on
I am
stock.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I am beautiful.
You are.
My wife tells me that all
You're
the
a
time.
beautiful man. Yeah.
I know. I love it. I tell her she's beautiful. She tells me I'm beautiful back.
Yeah.
That's called love.
We're in the trophy husbands club.
We
That's what I
are.
always say. Trophy husband. That's
See,
what I am.
my wife owns her own small business. She's working really hard to make it incredibly successful. They just opened not too long ago. I will not talk about it live on air because we keep ourselves separate for this. I respect my wife's separation here because then I can promote her in person without her having to fear pushback from anybody because I don't want to impact my wife's business in any way. I love her too much.
Yeah.
I love my wife too much. I'd rather her be successful than me be successful because her success is important.
Yeah.
And her success is now as part of the family, like as part of like being a husband and a wise, as a intelligent man, I have realized that the idea of protecting and defending my family also includes stepping back from needing to be the primary quote breadwinner when it's not the right choice.
Yeah.
Like I'm physically incapable of holding down a like 9 to 5 job. Like I can't do that. My body won't let me. I can do this because I can take breaks. I'm on my own schedule. I'm able to put out shows and replays that need to come out when they can. Like I'm behind on things from yesterday because I got vaccinated 4 times and I felt like shit. I actually took a nap yesterday. Which I never do. And I want my wife to succeed because this is what she wants to do. Like this is what makes her happy. What she's doing adds to her happiness.
Yeah. That's interesting. And so I've found too, because when my wife, she'd been working as an assistant in the school district, and then it just got to be just, you couldn't do that anymore. I'm like, well, let's get you your teaching certificate. And just like, she went and told some of her friends and they were just like astounded. She's like, that takes 2 people. Like, and I was surprised that she was being congratulated just for having people support her. I'm like, well, really? People would be against this? It's going to be more stable for her. She's going to have more income. It's like, we can help her do this. Yeah, it's an expense, but I mean, it's clear that down the road, you'll make it back and more. And then we also did her master's. I really helped her with her master's degree. She kind of was like, it's like, no, let's do this. You'll make more money. It's a good thing. But just like having that support and being a supportive partner and allowing your wife to make more money helps your kids. I mean, it's sort of like, I don't understand. So it shocked me how so many people in her sphere were just sort of like, oh, that's so lucky that you have somebody that would help you like that. I'm like, it makes me sad to think that's unusual, that so many people don't help their spouses.
Every time my wife says you're like one of the good ones and reminds me that I'm like when I support her or when like one of the things we talked about, and she and I talked this morning before the show and she wanted me to bring something up, which is one of the reasons I'm going to bring it up later with my note, is because it's important to her. Like this discussion we had this morning around the women's hockey team, the U.S. women's hockey team, was really important to my wife and me. And I think it's awesome that we get to help each other and support each other in these ways. And go ahead.
I was going to say that ski race, the one I was holding up my medal for, this thing that I've done all my life. For a long time, they've paid out the same purse to the male winner and the woman winner, which is
that's awesome.
And I mean, this race has been going, and I just noticed that this year they actually had a non-binary category, so they were all.
That's cool.
Isn't that cool? And I just noticed it's like they had. I saw the results, male, female, non-binary, and I'm like, oh, and this is like in the middle of conservative Wisconsin, and I really credit that race a lot for just because it was like 30 miles up the road from where I grew up. I had no access to any kind of culture, and then that thing was there. So just the importance of that, where they're just like, yeah, we pay women the same. The woman's winner gets the same amount as the men's winner does. That's it.
Would the owners or the sponsors for that race or the people who host it, would they be interested? Would you be willing to ask them if they'd be interested to come on for like an interview and a discussion about what they do? And
that's a good. Yeah, I can do that. I'll see what I'll reach out to them. It's this huge event. It's the Boston Marathon of cross country ski racing. So it's really big. They're probably in there kind of right now because the race is done and they don't have to worry about snow conditions and stuff. But yeah, maybe they'd be willing to come on. But they've been really active about being green, recycling, and it's just like the one place in northern Wisconsin that's even and even so, they're in this small town. It's a town with like less than 2,000 people, and a lot of the residents of that town get mad because of this race. It like overtakes the town because they get 10,000 people in, and then they get mad. They're like, you can sell. It's like, this brings in $10 million of revenue to your
you
town
can sell
year.
a year's worth of revenue in like a weekend.
Yes. And yet the residents of the town are so mad because it's like, well, we have to drive around the town now because they finished on Main Street. They put snow on Main Street, and you get people grumbling, and you just can't get through to some people. But I'm so glad that the Berkey is there. I would not be here talking to you. I would not have. It would be totally different if that.
I just think it would be so cool to host like someone like that who puts these types of events on, because they like just the act of continuing to do these small things that are easy to do, don't hurt anybody, and in fact, open up equity and equality for others with very little effort. And that's the thing, is it's not hard to be equitable or equal. Like, it's not hard to see each other equitably or equally. Like, just offer the fucking thing.
Yes.
It's so easy. You want it, so why wouldn't somebody else want the same thing?
And one of the guys, there's a guy that they were celebrating because he'd done all the races. There have been 53 now. He eventually quit after 50 because he was like getting to be 70 years old. Although there's still a lot of people that are in their 80s doing this event. But he was just like, okay, his name is Ernie St. Germain, and he's a First Nations. He's of the Ojibwe tribe.
Oh, cool.
And that's really important because there's a lot of hostility. And he's been just the Berkey has always elevated him. Like, he's our First Nations guy. He's the last, founder who had done all of them. And they're always, and it was so cool because I would ski and I'd see him out there. I'd catch up with him, and he'd be just tall and proud skiing along. And it was just like, I'd see him and just like, go Ernie, every time. It's so inspirational to see guys like that. And he's very proud of his heritage, and he always takes every opportunity to talk about those things, and the representation is so important. And just the spirituality of and it is, like you said, because there's been so much hostility and so much the white supremacy agenda tries to erase that stuff all the time. So any evidence you see of an organization elevating that and just pushing back that way is just beautiful. Oh, you still there? There you go.
It is beautiful. Like, I just like the simple pushback makes me so happy.
Yes.
Like simple, again, we'll go into it with the notes. I don't want to spend too much time right now onto it because we still got artwork we're going to celebrate. We've still got life we're going to celebrate before we get into any of the rest of it. And Eric's going to come back with us at some point here. No, we will not lose you again. We will not lose you. We will not let you go, Eric. We will not let you go. Touch the hand.
No, you do me. Oh, the good of the many outweighs the good of the one. There we go. That's a good appropriate.
That was good.
Once we figure out which way to go.
Yeah, once we figure out which way, there we go.
It's like square shape goes into square circle hole. Yeah.
Circle hole goes with hexagonal shape. Diverges.
Oh man. And it's just flipped one way and we still can't remember. All right, should we get into what are we going to do? Artwork first?
Yeah, let's do a little bit of artwork.
God!
Courtney, you can grab a screenshot afterward if you want. Don't worry.
I've done far worse than kill you. I've hurt you, and I'm going to continue hurting you. God! All right, now I'm probably going to get sued. Okay, all right.
No, I don't think we went long enough. I think we're good.
Spoiler: what happens to God? Yeah, don't.
We're gonna get back to
Who
this.
did this?
We'll go. Great. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
We'll start with yours. We'll start with yours, and then we'll go forward because the third one is from Eric, and I don't want Eric to not be here when we talk about his piece of artwork because he's got a great story on it. And you all did get if you were here just a couple seconds ago, a quick preview of all three pieces of art that are going to be out here today. I'm so excited. Walter, I'll hand it over to you.
Yeah, this is one my daughter did. It's of our dog, like a mixed media. Looks like pastel. I don't know if she's got some watercolor in there too, but I don't like the book pages. she just brings. They've got a couple really nice art teachers at the school. They bring these things home, so we've got this framed. It's by the television. I just think it's lovely. That captures his personality very well. That's our little boy.
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love dog things like dog artwork and stuff, or pet artwork. And oh, Eric's back. Perfect timing.
Yes.
Right as we're starting to celebrate
Yes!
artwork too, Eric. Welcome.
Oh my
back.
God, that was painful. That was painful.
Well, I hope
It's
it
really
out
bad
okay.
when the doctor's like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
That was. I won't ask.
What was that? What was that thing I sent you earlier? The picture I sent you earlier today, Nick. It was the
Oh yeah,
the meme.
And I mean this in like all caps. Hold on, let me find it for myself. What? And I can't stress this enough. The fuck.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's about how I feel right now.
Courtney asked about the book. I don't know what the pages of the book are. I haven't looked that close on it, so I think it was a school project that she did. So
of course, Courtney would be asking about the book.
Yeah, well, maybe. I mean, it makes sense. I used to just do newspaper.
Come on, Courtney.
I would paint on newspaper, like old newspapers. You sit there, and it looks pretty cool. Plus, it's just, oh no, are we lost again? We are. Oh,
No.
Okay, yeah.
Bigger.
We zoomed you out.
There is because there is a name on the top of this.
Something of a face
book.
Autobiography of a face. That's interesting. Who knows? But yeah, I think it's cool.
Luck, autobiography of a face. Maybe there's something we're missing in it, but it looks cool.
I'll have to ask her.
It is cool.
Yeah, I think that's neat. It's cool to paint on newspaper.
Let me bring our faces back.
Well, like art supplies get expensive. So if you just paint on newspapers, I would teach my kids to do that all the time. You know, it's just like, doesn't have to be expensive, and it looks cool when you got the writing in the background.
Yeah. Like art is meant to be expressive of what you have around you and what you're able to use just from stuff. Like it doesn't have, like, I love gentle art. I love like expressive art where it's like just random shit put together into a collage of amazing, like an end piece that's amazing. Like this is part of a book and a dog, and it's pretty.
Yeah. He looks ready for a walk.
He does.
He needs a walk.
Yeah, he always does.
He needs a cookie.
He comes and gets me for a walk. Gives me that.
He's a good boy.
Oh, yes. He protects the girls. He's a 90-pound lab mix. We got him from the shelter when he was a puppy. And this is one of the things, because my wife wanted a big dog. And at first I'm like, and she's like, and then it's like, I compromised on a 40-pound dog, and we ended up with the 90-pound dog, which is exactly what she wanted. And so, but there was one time I was just sitting out here looking out my window, and I understood it, because she was out walking with the dog, and she was just perfectly content. And the dog is freedom for her and for my daughters to walk around the neighborhood and have that freedom, and to not worry about. Oh, are we off again? Oh, and to not worry about. And to not worry about.
I was deleting a spam call that those. We have a loan for you, and please call us, because I'm an AI voice, and
well, she can walk with the dog and feel perfectly safe, so that gives her a freedom. And I'm like, now I understand. We got the perfect dog. My daughter now is a sophomore. This is from a couple of years ago. So, yeah.
If this reminds me almost too of one of my dogs, of my dog Bruce, who's a boxer mix, Staffordshire Terrier mix. And
they make medication for that, Nick.
Do they?
Acute memory loss.
There's medication.
No, they don't.
They're just brutal today.
But he reminds me, he's like that lean, slightly big head, ears that are strong, that can hear space.
His face is like a triangle when he sits there looking at you, and he's got like.
That's what we call my dog, triangle.
Yeah.
We ask our dog where his brain cells are, because the two brain cells fight each other, and neither of them win. One's in his tail, one's in his head.
I got a good story about our boy the other day. So I had one of those mornings where I got up, I was making coffee, and I just forgot to put the coffee pot back into the coffee maker. I poured the water in and like set it off to the side, just because you know how things are lately, where we're just like kind of frazzled. So I was working, and the dog, Suko, he goes upstairs and he gets mommy. He's just like, and he went and got her. He's like, woof, woof, and he got her to go downstairs. And she's like, what? He's like pulling her into the kitchen. And then they looked and she's like, oh, daddy forgot to put the coffee pot back in the, and so because it was spilling coffee all over the place. and actually my wife was so worried about me, she didn't even get mad. She's like, you doing okay? I mean, it's like you're too young for this kind of memory lapse to happen. So I thought that was just kind of a sweet.
Were you still in Berkey mode?
When was this? I'm kind of coming out of it a little bit, but I mean, the last couple of weeks, and actually a lot of the creators I know too, these last couple of weeks have been too much. I mean, just everything that's going on. I think everybody's just kind of hit their, and yeah, I did my ski race and that helped a lot, and just taking a couple extra days to rest. But yeah, I've noticed
because nonstop barrage we're getting from the fucking regime.
Yes. Yeah, I just sleep sometimes. I'll just sit down and close my eyes and wake up an hour later. It's just like, it's just so much right now. So yeah,
it is. It's last night. As I was laying down, I was like, I'm so fucking tired.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to stop.
Nope,
because we can't. And now's not the time to stop.
Speaking of tired, yeah. Whoa.
And so, what I did too over the weekend was I asked my daughter to draw some stuff for me,
awesome.
Because I want to put some stuff on a T-shirt of her artwork, and I told her this, and so I was like, draw me Roscoe, who's Roscoe the Red.
Oh,
is my
nice.
red panda, because we do red hands where you put your hands up and everybody just sort of just stands there and then they fall over. And red pandas are cute. So Roscoe the Red.
Nice.
There's another couple pictures I have that she has an orca that she has a stuffed animal of that she drew, and my old Beanie Baby bat from when I was a kid, I gifted to her.
Beanie Babies.
Yeah, I had a good collection of Beanie Babies. I still have some of them too, still with their tags intact and everything from when I was.
You know what? I do too. They're at my mom's house in Michigan, and I think I have, and I got the harder ones like Ghost, like the first gen Ghost, like the ones that were really hard to get. I have all the little tie tag protectors on them, and they're all like vacuum sealed bags. And
you might have gone a little more than I did. I have a couple that are still if I were to sell them, somebody would probably buy them for money, but I'm not going to, because I like them, having them more for myself than.
What was your favorite one?
Somebody
favorite Beanie Baby? He has so many favorites. That's like choosing between children. You can't do it.
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
still going.
I don't.
Yes, you can.
I'd have to think about that. I have a couple that I really liked. And
this
that
is
I
beautiful.
still have.
The digital art of this generation.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Like so many kids. I mean, people are sitting there. The kids must sit there practicing this digital stuff, because this was beyond my capacity. When I was. This is your daughter, Nick?
Yeah, this is my daughter. She's been drawing for most of her life, and doing artwork. And one of the things we did, like I've talked about a couple times, is we got her an iPad, and then we got the program Procreate, which is a single purchase app for drawing that's really good. It's got a lot of digital media. It's got animation support in there. It teaches you how to do, like, you can actually learn how to do all of the things, and you only pay for it once. You can create your own pencil tips and your own like different types of designs to actually draw with, so you can affect the shape of a pencil tip and how it would impact. So instead of being like that blurred behind it, she could like impact, like go really deep into all the settings. So if they want to get super technical, they can. And so she drew this. She was just like, I was like, okay, beautiful. I need Roscoe drawn. She was like, I'm going to draw my orca and the bat. And she did all three, and they look freaking awesome. Like,
it's really amazing.
Yeah. And to answer your question though, do they just sit around and create? Yes.
Good.
Yes,
Good.
they do. My daughter will sit there just all day on either her tablet drawing
Is she ready?
or on
The machine is going right now.
or
Okay.
on other like media drawing with pencils or markers or things like that. And so yeah, this is going to eventually go onto a t-shirt. And I'm going to see if I can get her to draw Roscoe in a couple different like poses.
It should be like a headband, I think. Like right in the center, like a white headband. That'd be cool.
Well, what I want to do is I want to get the face and the
You
hands.
got to go, Eric. Eric, do you have to go, or are you okay?
Not yet.
Okay.
A couple minutes.
All right.
Okay.
When you have to go,
I'll be
just-
quick because I want to get to your artwork too.
Yes.
But I want to get her to draw me the face and just the paws up and do because I wear a red Power Rangers t-shirt and I want to replace the Power Rangers badge with Roscoe's face because I think that'd be really cute. So this is a selfish thing that I asked her for because she's awesome and she can draw it and I love it. And I'll show off the bat and the orca next week too. And then Eric, let's see yours. Yours was the first one that showed up, but you weren't here, so we scrolled to the other end. But I want to know. I want you to talk about your piece while you got some time.
Okay. So, this piece is the artist is David Goddard. David Goddard. Excuse me. Okay. So as soon as Nick pulls up, here we go. So David Goddard is a pop artist based in where's he based? He's based in Texas, actually.
What's your
But so his stuff has always been about the olives. Like that was like this is one of his first kind of creations with the olives. It's always in pairs, husband, wife. There's always like couples of olives.
Yeah.
This one happens to be an original. And I was pretty fortunate. My wife and I got this at an art auction. And so this is a unique one of one. And it really, the only difference between this and say another piece that's the same design might be the color schemes. Okay. So these are basically like the husband and wife jumping into a martini glass, and you could see the detail of the martini itself and how he's got the depth of the martini and the angle. And it's just he's a really amazing, like his stuff has been going crazy. Like some of his original works are now going up as high as $250,000.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. His stuff's like really, his stuff is really getting out there, and we're pretty fortunate. We have a few other works. We have one other piece of his that's another unique. That's Keys of Ivory. It's basically like the piano keys, and it's like with a rose across it, and it's red and white, and it's got the XOXOs for love, and it's a really. I'll take a picture of that piece, and we'll do it on another show one day. But
awesome.
But so David Goddard, really interesting story with him is basically his daughter got really like he got really into a dark place. I'm sorry, not David Goddard, Michael Goddard. I apologize. Jesus. Oh God. I'm just like seriously losing it.
Yeah, I know. I have the same thing.
I'm like seriously losing it right
You
now.
were talking about my short-term memory?
No kidding, right? So it's actually Michael Goddard. Apologize. I'm surprised nobody in the chat room corrected me, but anyway. So the story the story with him, and he does a lot of paintings, and he does everything from like armed services down to like public safety and wines and oil canvas and stuff like that. So he does a lot of pop style art, and it's really like all of his characters are olives.
I love that.
And it's always like some level of drinking, fire, like but so there was a time, so his daughter wound up having leukemia.
Oh.
And really in essence, what kind of happened with him is he went into a really dark phase of his artwork with the drinking. He was really heavy into drinking. So his artwork was really dark at that time, and it was really sinister and evil. And his daughter survived the leukemia, and he came out of it. And his art is now more reflective of what he has done previously. But really interesting artist, and you should look at his work. Park West Gallery in Michigan is like one of his curated galleries that he sells through, and honestly, everybody, if you're really interested in getting into like this type of art, the best way to do this is the cruise ships do art auctions. And it's usually an event when you're a day at sea and you go to the art auction. You can pick up say like a numbered piece like this. It won't be a unique, but they'll have like a numbered piece, like one of 250. Right. And so this is a way to kind of get into the art world without breaking the bank. And it's kind of like an intro way to do this. And it's how my wife and I started collecting art. We have 3 pieces by Tim Yankee, who's a Detroit artist and does abstract art. We have there's a guy in Miami, goes by Create, KRE and the number 8. So
like it.
Right. And all of his art, no faces. So it'll be like a picture of somebody playing the trumpet, but there'll be no face. You'll just see the hat, the hands.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. But I have
to go see more of it.
I have to go see another patient. I'll be right back.
Okay. See you in a bit, Eric.
Sounds good. We'll move into our notes here too.
Move on, boys.
All right.
I love
Thanks, Eric. We'll see you here in a minute again. And what I'm going to do is bring us over to our next scene, because I got so many scenes here. Hold on, and we're going to share our notes.
Awesome.
Because we've got some good notes this week from Walter and I, and Eric.
Debbie.
We started talking about this a little bit earlier. Hey, everyone in the audience, thanks for y'all being here, and thanks for the amazing chat that everybody does and participates in. We really appreciate it. So if you're here live with us, thanks for being here live and participating and being a huge part of this community and why we do this and come back to it. And so this note was something that I was thinking about anyway, but my wife and I had I alluded to this morning a little bit ago, was that my wife and I had a really good discussion around what the fuck happened with the U.S. men's versus the U.S. women's hockey team and how fucking shameful it is, and just how unmasculine they were. Yet at the same time, and I'll post something about it too later, is what Flava Flav is doing, is the response that Flava Flav is doing. And so let me read my note and how it ties into that. So we have Donald Trump openly dismissing the gold medal winning U.S. women's hockey team while on a call with the gold medal winning U.S. men's hockey team. Not a single one of the men there interjected with a simple "not cool," which could have changed or would have changed the entire outcome. Who gives a shit if it's the quote president? In fact, you show more respect for the office by calling out bad behavior and upholding basic standards than you do with this bootlicking trash by openly agreeing or choosing to stay silent on such a simple matter. Come on, y'all. Just suck less. Yep. And on the other side, we have Flava Flav inviting the women's hockey team to celebrate the win in Vegas or Los Angeles, but just to celebrate the win, just to celebrate them and the achievement they did.
Yeah.
And I find it very interesting. I find it very not interesting. I find it very telling that the person who responded to Donald Trump in this way and offering a space where the women should have been celebrated equally, because they pretty much are expected to win. I didn't add it in here, but I actually deleted part of this note because I was thinking about it, but I'll expand on it now. Is what this really tells me is that the women are expected to win and the men won by some sort of miracle. and that they
Yeah.
need to have some validation to say that they're better than the women's team somehow, because the women are expected to win. Historically, women's teams on a
Yeah.
multinational level, our women's teams have been exemplary, have
Yeah.
won hands down so many times. So many. Look at our women's soccer team.
Yeah. They World Cup, and then they had to fight for equal pay, and they got it, which was also
Yes.
good. And
Yeah.
that's a tremendous. But yeah, they actually were World Cup champions. The United States doesn't even qualify often for the World Cup.
Yeah. Like, we don't even expect the men's U.S. national team to get past the qualifying rounds or the like entry rounds of the
elimination
World Cup, the elimination round, the round robin portion. Yet we expect the women's team to win every time.
I see Natasha,
because they do. Oh, hey, Natasha, if you want to jump in, Walter sent you a message or is sending you one with the show link to join us if you want to talk today and join in our discussion. We've got Eric and we'd be happy to host you, Natasha, also. I'm so tired of men needing validation while just ignoring the equal achievements that women are always expected to make. It's just a reminder how fragile these men are. And then in response, you have a black man saying, hey, women, I'll give you a space that is equal and you can celebrate and you can have a great time. It's very telling that the white men on the hockey team, because it's basically a white man sport, the white men on the hockey team couldn't stand up for their pretty much white female counterparts in any, just with a simple not cool, bro. Like, Mr. President, that's not cool. We don't degrade the women like our female counterparts like that. We don't degrade women like that's horseshit.
Yeah.
All it would have taken was one person saying something. The entire mood of that room would have changed immediately in a positive way, because other men would have stood up too and been like, hey, yeah, we don't like that either. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
We don't want to hear that shit. But we expect the women to win and then not get celebrated for it. And I'm glad that Flava Flav is equally trying to celebrate. And it's telling in a time when there's a bunch of billionaires and millionaires who are white. None of them could have been the first one to say something.
Yeah. And I mean, this is a spot too where the Democrats could really embrace this. Like, Obama could be inviting them to come meet him, and and Bernie Sanders, just every one of them. They could go on a tour of every.
I won't
Democrat.
say AOC, because even if she wanted to, she probably would have been told no. Because the Democrats hate when AOC does real things.
She can do it by herself. Hey, come.
Yeah, she would have done it by herself.
Yeah, that's the way she should do it. But it's a great. This is a media narrative, and when the Democrats learn to pounce on these mistakes, because this is a mistake that the Republicans make, and for some reason the Democrats just sit there and do nothing. This is an opportunity. So I'm glad you brought this up, Nick. This is a great one.
Yeah, and I'm glad my wife and I talked about it this morning. It's because fuck these guys. Like, come on, man. Like, just suck less. That's all I want. Even if you're not going to be good at being a man, you could suck less and the world would be a lot better. Like, all you have to do, it's this catcalling thing. This is catcalling. This is that mentality of, it's that mob mentality that y'all are just so accustomed to falling into, because you're not strong men. You don't have a strong will. You don't have strong morals or beliefs. So you're not willing to stand up for anything. Because if you don't believe in any of it, you're not willing to stand up for any of it. And so it's telling when you don't come out and do something simple as just say, not cool. That's all it would take. I'm not asking you to say like crazy shit. I'm not asking you to tell the president he's wrong. I'm not asking you to do all of the extra things. I'm just asking you to take the first fucking step and just say, not cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's that easy. I'm sorry. It's that easy.
Yeah, and it's just saying, hey, have respect for people. Why don't we stand for respect? Why don't we stand for accountability? And I mean, this regime likes to claim that's what it's into, and they prove again and again they're not, and then they
Yeah.
expect us to just be quiet. We don't have any obligation to be
Over
quiet.
again.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we have no obligation to be quiet. We have no obligation to be quiet, and in fact, silence is violence.
Yeah. Or complicit.
Silence is the wrong choice. You are actively being harmful by being silent. Like, it's so fucking stupid that you can't just say the easy thing. You tell the women in your life or a partner in your life that you'll take a bullet for them, but you won't stand up for them on a day-to-day basis. Like, that's
Eric.
fucking horseshit.
Yeah.
And you know better. Ooh, we got now Eric and Natasha.
Awesome.
Hello.
There she is. Natasha's
Hello,
here.
Natasha.
Hello.
This is
Okay,
going to
can
be.
you hear me now?
Yeah, we
can
hear you.
now.
Okay,
Did
perfect.
you hear us?
Can hear
Can we be
you
louder?
just fine.
Is it loud?
Who
That's
was
the word of the
that?
day is loud.
Con.
God!
The word of the day is con.
Nice. Nice.
And you're like,
Oh.
I'm regretting this. Natasha's like, I just forgot something else I have to do.
Yeah, she's like, I'm out. I'm out of here. Oh, and
Who left the
this
front
is
door
actually
open?
kind of perfect timing.
Well, a little bit ago, so.
Here, let me pull the notes down for just a second. So
Natasha, we haven't
your
met yet.
face is
Hi.
a little bigger. Yeah,
No,
I
we
haven't
haven't,
met
but we've
Natasha
talked,
yet.
so it's nice to finally meet you.
Hello.
Hey, Natasha, welcome. It's great to meet you too.
Thank you.
And so,
And you know me.
do you mind
Yay!
introducing yourself a little bit?
Hey, Courtney.
Poor Natasha, somebody says.
Natasha, yeah, why
Poor
me? I feel
Natasha.
so
She's
blessed
gonna
to
regret this, by the way.
be-
No,
No,
she won't.
no,
No,
but,
she
I
won't.
think this is great. I mean, I don't know. I'm just a mom who, has gone through a huge awakening within the past 10 years. And, I've been speaking out a lot about my experience with the DNC and how they refuse to release the autopsy. And now they're throwing Kamala under the bus, and it's just complete bullshit. And, I'm not going to be silenced or suppressed or oppressed as they did throughout the campaign. I'm just not going to do it. And for everybody who is too scared to speak out, even though most of the information is public knowledge and it's out there if you search for it, I'm here to just try to make people, I don't know, I can't make people, but just try to get people to understand how important it is for us to hold people accountable. And also, it just fighting fascism is why I'm here.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so-
You're in the right spot.
Welcome, fellow anti-fascist,
Because I
to
need to
Notes
be
of the
able
Week.
to, yeah, like you were saying, I just need to, I can't be silent anymore. So
Autopsy of who is the autopsy of the 2025 election. Sorry, 2025 election, which is where the DNC did their own audit, and it's all their internal data, and they're refusing to release it,
Even
which
though
they said they
promised.
would.
They promised.
They promised they would, but another broken promise by the DNC.
It turns out we don't like what this says, so America's not ready for black women. That's what they default to every time, rather than just accountability.
yeah, but
America is really ready for a black woman.
Yeah,
I think
It's
America's
not
just ready for a
just
woman,
one.
period.
Yeah, like I don't. Well,
I mean, we've been running the world since 10,000 BC, and our track record ain't that great.
Let's let Natasha
No.
go. She had something to add.
Yes.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Natasha. I interrupted you. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just gonna say, what pisses me off is the fact that they lie so much, and I consistently try to speak out about that because I want people to have discernment, and I want people to see that not every single Democrat, and probably most of the Democrats in the establishment right now, are literally working against our freedoms right now, in the things that they're doing, in the money that they're taking, in the things that the oppression and things that went wrong on that campaign. And for them to tell us, and they did. I posted this the other day, screenshot. Ken Martin says we need a sweeping overhaul and blah, blah, blah. And then, a year later, Ken Martin declines. And it's like, oh, gee, I wonder why. Like I have been, since the day the election was, I literally said out loud to myself, like, this party.
It's falling apart over there.
I don't know how that happened. That was like a Rube Goldberg moment on my side.
Well, I mean, Natasha brings up a great point.
Blame the black woman and blame her
so
from Israel. But what about everything that you did wrong that, caused us to not be able to reach out to more people? And
this is why there's primaries, everybody.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
This is why there's primaries. This is
Mhm.
why you don't ignore the primary.
Yeah.
We can vote them all out.
What's in my coffee is just coffee. I didn't even put creamer in this coffee.
Nothing now. It's all over the floor now. Yeah.
No,
it's just
I
empty.
actually
Yeah,
dropped
like your coffee
I
pot
dropped my
holder.
beard brush.
Oh, rookie mistake.
And
First
so
day
what
with the
happened
beard.
was I dropped it and it hit my leg and then somehow bounced into the trash can. It was this weird like Rube Goldberg moment.
Did you call that shot? Did you call it?
No, I didn't. I didn't say Kobe while I did it. I still do that. I still do that when I throw things into the trash can. And I'm a Celtics fan. Like it takes a lot for a Celtics fan to say something positive about the Lakers. And what you giving me that look for, Eric?
Because I'm a Detroit guy.
Oh God.
oh,
Yeah, you guys can't win.
Pistons.
Bad boys.
Yeah. It's been a while since the Pistons.
I
have
was
been
at the
really
Malice
good.
at the Palace.
I just watch my kids play. That's the only team I care about. It's like that's the best ball there is. I'll go to like a middle. You can be at a middle school game all day long. It costs you nothing. Go start doing that. Screw them.
Yeah.
Screw the professionals.
Oh, speaking of which,
we have to
speaking
pay
of
to
which,
go to
I
our high
wanted
school
to-
games.
I want to clarify because Nick, you put your post up about the hockey team,
Yeah,
about the U.S. men's hockey team, and I had a post up there as well.
Yeah,
So
that's gonna be your
Jack
note here. Hold on.
Hughes. Jack Hughes was kind of he put out a story that was actually republished through ESPN, okay, through Greg Wyshynski, who covers hockey for ESPN and covers the National Hockey League. And they were partying with the U.S. women's team when they won on Tuesday night or Wednesday night last week. And then that they did confirm on his brother Quinn confirmed that they will be attending the State of the Union night. And the reason being is he said, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but yes, we're excited to go. It's not something you get to do every Tuesday. It's going to be special. He also addressed the backlash over the team's reaction to Trump's comments. Okay. We did a lot of training with the women's team and got to know a lot of those women really well. And there's a lot going on with social media right now surrounding our team and their team. He said, we're sincerely grateful for the invitation extended to our gold medal winning U.S. women's hockey team and deeply appreciate the recognition of their extraordinary achievement. The U.S. women's team, due to the timing of the previously scheduled academic and professional commitments following the games, the athletes are unable to participate. And then Jack Hughes said, quote, yeah, we're excited. Everything is so political. We're athletes. We're so proud to represent the U.S. When you get the chance to go to the White House and meet the president, we're proud to be Americans, and that's so patriotic. No matter what your views are, we're super excited to go to the White House tomorrow and be a part of that. So,
I mean,
all it
you
would
can
have
go
taken was not cool.
it
you
just
could,
isn't. Stand
I'll
with
say-
the women.
Go
I was
ahead,
gonna
Natasha. Sorry.
No, I don't know if there's a lag.
There's a lag, but go ahead.
There's a
Natasha.
little
little
bit
lag.
sometimes. Yeah.
Okay. No, I was just gonna say you can visit the White House for Christmas. Like you can just buy tickets to go through it. You don't have to go because the president invited you. You can still be patriotic and visit the White House. Just saying.
Agreed. You could have turned this one down and just been like, hey, we'll come a different time. You
Yep.
were an asshole to
Well-
the women that we trained with and we're friends with friends that we know and have made. Like, just all it would take is just a couple of them to be like, hey.
And
not
don't
cool.
forget too, the National Hockey League season restarts on Wednesday. So this was going to probably be the last time for a few months that all these guys are going to be together at one time. So I get it from a sports perspective. I get it from a team perspective. I get it from an opportunity perspective. But they're basically going to be a political prop.
Yes.
And I think that's the messaging that's going to really come out tonight for those of us that are not going to be watching it, because I'll be on defiance.org. But I mean, it's going to be a prop. That men's national hockey team is going to be a prop. Instead of celebrating their win, Trump's going to, he has to latch on to anybody else's wins because he's such a loser.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised he hasn't asked for one of the medals as compensation.
He will. We know he will.
It's like a kid in the candy store. Can I have one of those? Can I have that? Can I have that?
Can I touch it? Peace Prize, like a Nobel Peace Prize. Yeah.
It's because they demand that we give them everything. And this leads sort of into Walter's note and what some of what we were talking about with Natasha before. As we are switching back and forth into our topics, they all lead into each other. I think Walter's note plays a lot into it as I pull it up. And Natasha, if you have a note too that you'd want to share, drop a link either in the Substack chat or in our private chat here, and I'll be able to pull it up and get your note up too, because I want to share anything that you've written over the last week or so or whenever is for Walter. Here's your note. And it goes into that, like, we've been giving them things mentality.
Yeah. And I want to definitely pivot back into Natasha, because this is kind of a new group, and everybody just kind of start over speaking. So I want to go back to what Natasha was saying. But yeah, these ideas about don't even talk about taxing billionaires. If we just stop giving them billions of dollars and bailouts and PPP loans and subsidies, I'd like to see the Democrats talk about that. And just the refusal of the Democrats, it's like, if you stop giving them free billions, they won't even have money to tax. But the Democrats refuse to offer messages like this. Let me just turn it back to Natasha again and see how this fits into like the other failures that she was thinking about. Go ahead, Natasha.
I mean, this specifically, what else is there to say? If you are a Democrat or anybody who stands for, who accepts APAC money, you're just like a corporate lobbyist going from business to business, getting donations and things like that. Clearly your morals and values more than likely don't align with, I would say, the majority of us. So bailing them out and just allowing this to continue is, I don't know. It's just what it is.
What's your main point of frustration? I don't know if you can distill it down to one point, Natasha, but I mean, you've got the insider perspective, having worked with the campaign. Is there any specific thing you want to get out to the audience today, kind of related to that? Because I know I get attacked when I'm offering constructive criticism, so I'm curious what your response is.
Yeah.
Let it fly, girl. Let it fly. Let it rip.
Yeah, don't hold back. We don't hold back here.
Let it rip.
I guess I'll just put one of my notes from like earlier today. I can't sleep anymore, so I'm just up at all hours of the night.
I can fix that.
There it is.
Doing things. What is something important to me that I want to portray? Like you're saying about my note.
Well, I'm just specifically whatever it was you wanted to talk about. What's the most important thing? Yeah.
I just want people to understand. I just want people to be able to use discernment. And, like I've been mentioning, I don't see a way forward with what we have right now. I mean, now you see people even coming, saying more radical things like we only have one party. And yeah, that's kind of what we're facing right now. Like it's barely a two-party system because we have so many people within the Democratic establishment who are refusing to take accountability for their own actions. They are refusing to acknowledge their faults. They continue to sweep things under the rug. And if they're going to continue calling themselves, saying that they're standing up for the American people, well, then they also need to stand up for their own and answer for their own transgressions. And they need to show people that they're going to do better. But because they continue to ignore these things, and because they, always use word salads and skirt around issues and, never want to be direct or real, they're going to continue failing. And, I don't understand the consultants that keep telling them they keep needing to move to the middle. I mean, to me, that's white supremacy. That just shows me that they're working with people on the right. So,
yeah,
there's something very disturbing about your note, Natasha, and it's the section. The privately DNC officials expressed concern that releasing the document could embarrass the party and wanted to avoid another debate on how the election was lost. That's not the issue. The issue isn't about the embarrassment of how the election was lost. The embarrassment is how much fucking money they're taking from organizations that are fueling both parties.
right.
It's just like get it out there, put it out there, because I'll tell you what, with the way this news cycle is going, it'll be old news in 2 days. Like, what are they worried about?
Yeah.
Well,
There's so much shit going on.
Just get it out there, just release it. Release it do it in the middle of the day, like at 2 p.m. when there's like the news cycle's like half over, and do it right before the State of the Union, so that the State of the Union swallows up the news cycle.
This is too big, because this isn't just about campaign funds. This is about like their inherent institutional racism and how and this is publicized. This isn't new information. I mean, some of my experiences that I've talked about are information that's not out there, but you can see clearly article after article where Black and brown people talked about how they were mistreated on the campaign. And I experienced that myself. The worst racism I've ever experienced in my life in a job role was actually working with the DNC. And for them to continue, and it's not just about me, because this is about, I can't speak for people personally, but I can tell you, and again, you can see that this is the majority of the Black folks that were on the campaign felt like they were mistreated, because in a lot of instances they were. And the DNC continues to ignore that. So I don't get down with people who can't be real, and I don't get down with hiding this bullshit. And I know I'm just one person, but they've scared everybody into submission, and I don't give a fuck. I'm too old for that shit. You know what I mean? Yes. This is my fucking life. This is my child's life. This is our fucking democracy. And they're not taking it seriously, and they're playing in our fucking faces. And I want people to understand that a lot of the DNC are opposition. They are. Look at their policies, look at the things that they promote, look at the money that they take. Not all of them, but that's why I'm so adamant about building another party, like going over to the Working Families Party and starting to build that infrastructure up, because this will not sustain. This party as a whole does not represent us progressives and what the majority of America wants.
Okay, that's
perfect.
I'm glad you brought that up at the end, because this is something I wanted to ask about. No, thank you. Thank you for expressing your true feelings on this, because we all know something is rotten about 2025.
Yeah.
Something is rotten, or whatever. Something was rotten about this election. Whatever it may be, we just need to know the truth. We need to know what actually happened and who did what. And you're not the first person that I have heard or have spoken to that has specifically said the DNC is really racist. And is really unwelcoming to anyone who is not on the old white guard. You see it with like James Carville and folks like that. And I want to get your thoughts on this one. Is around the Senate race in Texas, and what's going on with James Tallarico, who has used James Carville as a sounding board and as like an advertiser, and the underhanded attacks towards Jasmine Crockett. And I want to know from your experiences, is this a systemic issue that we need to move people out of the Democratic Party and into something? Is the Working People's Party something that has the national infrastructure in place, or are there other third-party options that people can run under on a national and state level? Because this needs to be a 50-state project.
Yeah, that's
And you sound like a person who knows what you know what you're talking about.
yeah, I kind of do. No, thanks for asking though. I can't personally endorse any other parties, but where
Yeah.
my heart leads me, where I feel like most suits my values and my morals and who seems like they care is the Working Families Party. So I have been, posting about them because though they don't have the national infrastructure, I actually just wrote them yesterday. I don't know if they'll come on my show, but that's one thing that I wanted people to start because I see so many progressives still have never heard of the Working Families Party. And I feel like they're gaining so much traction right now because they endorse Mamdani, Adelita Grajava, and they both won and they're both, very progressive and they're gaining traction, but just don't feel like the knowledge about them is out there. So I encourage everybody to look into the Working Families Party and just see what you think. Because for me, I mean, again, I'm not an expert in creating the infrastructure for a party. I mean, I'm definitely, I can help with it. I have the capabilities technologically and otherwise to do so, but it's going to take a lot for that to happen at the national level. But that's one thing I wanted to talk to them about is how can we start that process in our own states? Because I know in my state, for instance, I spoke to somebody about this a few weeks ago, but I think it was like they said they needed something like 600 signatures in order to get the Working Families Party as an actual party on our ballot. So right now, a couple months ago, I switched from Democratic to unaffiliated. And so if the Working Families Party became viable, I could actually sign myself up as a member of the Working Families Party and not unaffiliated or independent, So I think that's really important to start seeing how we build that, because I feel like along with us having to kind of like keep audit and keep watch on our own local elections and the infrastructure there and what legislation is possibly at play, in our states to try to prevent, things from going the way that they should go. I think that we also have to start building a new party because we can't sit here and we don't have time to call the entire DNC and wait for they're going to, half of them are going to die, 30 years from now. We're not, we're not going to have time to just wait for them all to get out. I just feel like, and it's just not sustainable anyway to have not enough representation. Like people are screaming and crying out loud for like truth and transparency, and nobody is doing that right now. But I feel like the Working Families Party seems like they are very much in line with that. And I just think that since they're already established in some sense, it would be easier to kind of find, figure out, is it the Working Families Party? Is it the Democratic Socialist Party? But, we all have to kind of get on board with the same thing and start building it bigger rather than just starting from scratch, I feel like. But
I mean, here's my question. And Walter, do you have anything?
Nope,
This is
go ahead.
like, what's the end game here with the DNC? Like, what are they trying to accomplish? I mean, you have all the dominoes lined up for a complete FDR level wipeout of the GOP this fall. Like the dominoes are all aligning, the stars are aligning. Like, I mean, you're not going to get another shot like this for 80 years, right? Okay. So what is the fucking problem? Yeah. Because this is I'm not the most brilliant guy in the world, but I do know how to put 2 and 2 together. Okay. You have a president at 34% rating with the economy going in the tank, possibly getting us into a war in Iran. Okay. You've got pretty much, she's lost young people, Hispanics, independents by 2-to-1 margins. I mean, it's not going to get any prettier than the way it is right now. So what the hell is the end game here? Donor money?
Yeah.
Is that what this is really about? Is it really just about the donor money and they don't want to like piss off the billionaire donor cloud? Well, fuck those people.
And the other thing too, I always like to mention, because the DNC always just accuses us. We gave them all the power to stop this in 2020. They could have stopped this. This didn't need to happen. I'm sorry, Natasha.
I said, and the money. We gave them the money too. They had it.
And even beyond like all the polling stuff, we're looking at a society where little kids are in concentration camps in the United States, And we've got these stories. What assurances do we have that kids aren't being raped and murdered in these concentration camps? So it's like they need to be fucking doing something. Every single representative should be going to those camps and demanding entry right now. And none of them are.
And a single one of them should not be attending the State of the Union tonight. There should be
Correct.
pictures of the survivors in those seats instead of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
That would be.
And
Either a
statement.
picture of somebody who was killed by ICE or a picture of an Epstein survivor should be sitting in the seats where the Democrats would normally be tonight.
yeah, Liam Ramos and all these little
Yep.
kids, all the ones we haven't heard of.
You want to make a statement that's going to like literally send a shudder through the entire country? That's what they should be doing.
But then that's not what they're going to be doing, and that's why you
No,
know
because
that
we
they're
have to respect the
because
president. Fuck
they're
that.
not all that stupid. They're not all that stupid. A lot of them are
Well-
incompetent, but they are working against us purposely because people like Jane Carver still have that old Southern racist whatever to them,
Oh, that guy.
and that's the way the institution was built from the beginning. Kind of like ICE, the Democratic and Republican parties were founded at a time when America was full-blown slave, racist.
Mhm.
But it doesn't mean that we can't change, right? It doesn't mean
No.
that we can't evolve, that we can become, that we can institute change. Period. And it's got to come from us. It's the people have to take power back.
Yeah.
Yes.
With one resounding voice in one accord.
And
This is not what we want for our government. And
like
we
you
have
said,
this opportunity.
The primaries are a big deal. If we can
Huge.
get a lot of the progressives in, but I think what Natasha's saying is super important too, because there's so much of the country that the Democrats don't even try to battle for. They just concede all these red areas. Like we can't even run a candidate down there.
But
so, yeah,
Texas has every district is being contested in Texas this year.
good.
Every district in Florida is being contested. I didn't say they were great candidates, but at least they're contesting in every district, right?
Yeah.
And I think the fight's there for a lot of people. It's just the stupid DNC needs to get their ass off the couch. And
yeah, but they're corrupt. I mean, we should be saying that they're corrupt, not that they're, it's like, because it's,
what they
call
say,
them out.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
It does. It does. And I was looking it up while you guys were talking here about the Working Families Party and the Democratic Socialist Party to see where they were located out of. And both of them have chapter lists on which states they're affiliated in and where you can vote for a member. And the Working Families Party has 18 states which they're in. So take a look at it. It doesn't hurt to go and learn. It doesn't hurt to take an hour or 30 minutes to read their webpage and learn about their values and who their candidates are and who they're supporting. And if you support those types of candidates, then just go sign up, become a member.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Not
and
Florida.
then talk about it. And then find ways that we can expand them into other states, because that's how we get to this 50 state platform. Is Working Families Party doesn't have a chapter in Arkansas, but the Democratic Socialist Party does. So we don't need to rely on one major national party. We can do slightly smaller national-ish parties that maybe cannot be president yet, but they can control Congress in a parliamentarian system if we just get away from two fucking parties. Mm-hmm. Stop caucusing with the Democrats unless they're willing to caucus with you on issues. It's okay.
So, Nick, you thinking that maybe we should, we can't just flip our legislative process, but are you saying that we should be more of a parliamentary process?
Where
it's more of a coalition government?
Yes. I think coalitions would make them. It's hard because we have the way we have it set up for the Speaker of the House, but I think coalition governments are more impactful because they allow the people to have smaller localized parties that actually represent their values. It
like
gives
Marie
more
Le Pen
options
in France.
Yeah. What it needs, though, in the next step in all of this, and this is where the Democrats won't do this part, but if they did it, it would change things, is all it takes is a changing of a law to allow more members of Congress to be voted in for the House of Representatives. Like, we could literally end gerrymandering without having to do anything other than saying, oh, now the number of representatives is the proportional value that it should be to a population our size, which is roughly 750 representatives. Now let's go have district votes and small votes for all these parties and all these people, because, oh, guess what? Now we have 750 people instead of 400.
Because each congressional district is about 1 million people right now.
And it would shrink every congressional district down.
Yep.
It would automatically get rid of gerrymandering. Not completely, but it would make it a lot harder to gerrymander if your state wasn't, say, Alabama, that had, what is it, 6 or 7 districts? Instead, maybe they have like 12 or 13. And that means they can't gerrymander all of the black vote or all of the Latino vote or all of the other votes out of everything, because the smaller the district and you start gerrymandering, then you water it down too much for yourself too quickly.
Let me just ask Natasha again, what is your thoughts now just going forward? I mean, if we've reached out, I'd be happy to co-host an interview with somebody from the working class. What is it called? Working class families
Working
party?
family party.
Working family party. I'd love to do that if you reach out to them, or I can reach out to them too and bring you on. And because I feel we're just kind of in the messaging stage, but what are your thoughts for immediate activism?
I mean, immediate activism is just, first and foremost, like Nick said, I think just researching what's out there already and, finding out exactly which, where you feel like you align or how you can just sort of fit in to build, and but I don't, my thing is, how do we all make sure we're collectively like kind of in cahoots about the same thing if we're building new, or if we're kind of like latching on to something that's already somewhat established. Like that's the part that I'm confused with, and I don't know what to do, and I'm happy to help. I just don't know how we grow. But I think like just getting the word out there that there are other parties that are established, but smaller, but they are established and they are viable because they do have candidates that are winning, like Mamdani, and he's the most popular candidate in the United States right now, as far as like likability, pretty much, whether or not you like him, he's in the news, he's being talked about, he's popular, people love his policies. And, that's basically it. Like, just research it and, we'll go from there. I reached out to them yesterday, Walter, like just sent an email asking if they'd be willing to come on. And I would just suggest, doing that too. Just reach out to their website, media contact, and, or what have you. But I think that more people definitely need to know about them, and like quickly, like we have to start doing something now, but also calling the people that we can get the hell out of, the party that like is nobody contesting, is nobody running against Hakeem Jeffries?
I think the guy dropped out is what I heard. Probably
right. It's like, I'll move to New York and, like put me up against him. Somebody has to take that man out of the party. Like, he needs to fucking go.
Yeah.
So he's New York 8.
Who's?
Yeah, I don't know. I just know that these people that are actively working against us, that are pushing us further into fascism, like they have to go at the same time that we're making sure our elections are free and fair, and at the same time that we're trying to build a new party. Like, this is a really big effort. At the same time, we're trying to commune with people in our community and do all of these, projects together, co-ops and things like that. Like, there's just so much work that we have to do right now, and everybody can play a part in that.
Actually, there is somebody running. It's Vance Bostic.
I thought I'd heard he dropped out, but is he?
He dropped out. Yeah. Is it him?
Maybe he's back in. Out? Maybe he's back, or maybe.
I really hope.
Well, he filled out his. He filled out the candidate connection survey on Ballotpedia. So.
I think, and again, it's like we want to vote blue no matter who until it comes to a candidate that the people actually like.
Yeah.
Well, Jeffries can get elected. We just don't have. He doesn't have to be elected speaker.
You're
Well,
right.
it'd be good to get him replaced
Uh,
though too. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get him out of there because
You
he's
can't have
not
like
really
people
useful.
like that in the party.
No, I know.
Yeah,
But we gotta
like
start somewhere.
that's not
Yeah.
helping.
Yeah.
Yeah, get 'em out.
You gotta
Yeah.
start somewhere. You gotta
Get 'em
get. You
out.
gotta until you can. It's like there's an old rule, like until you've been doing something long enough. Like for years I used to think, okay, I was a firefighter paramedic, for 7-8 years, and until I became a foot and ankle surgeon for that amount of time, I never thought of myself as an experienced foot and ankle surgeon until I did that longer than the previous job I had. So I think it's the same type of thing. It's until we get enough of the right people over a period of time to work the change within the system.
And I think again that can come down to is we don't have to actively endorse the Democratic Party anymore. Like part of this whole process
Substack.
needs to be like this whole process just needs to be getting rid of the old parties.
They
Like
can
the old
listen.
parties are dead. They're
They can
old,
listen.
they're done.
To constructive criticism from people who have been there, like Natasha has, who said maybe if we'd have done this, rather than us having to sit and listen to them lecture us all the time, they could listen.
I can't do that.
Go ahead, Natasha.
I was gonna say, yeah, I can't do that. Like I cannot sit here after everything that I experienced and everything I witnessed on that campaign and listen to them. And I'm not defending Kamala's stance on genocide. I don't agree with it. And I personally, I don't love her either. But what I do know is that she's being demonized and they're throwing her under the bus and not taking accountability for their own faults. And that itself is racist. And they just continue to keep proving that over and over and over. And I'm tired of it. I can't sit here and listen to that when I saw with my own eyes what happened and just allow a whole political party to lie about. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. We can't submit to their brainwashing. We don't have to comply with them, They insist on that and claim they're different from MAGA when they expect us to comply with their nonsense. And it's like we need to speak back because we're accomplished people who can see reality.
It's almost like Larry Ellison and all these billionaire screwballs actually did us a favor by forcing us away from network media.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think if we just take that model and continue it into the political sphere with elections and force the conversation away from the DNC.
Right.
Right.
That's the thing. It's like, stop talking about them. Stop giving them air. I mean, there are certain people in the party that I think are still so crucial. Like we need them. Like we need AOC. We need Elizabeth Warren. We need Bernie. We need those people. Right. But the DNC is not serving them well. They're not letting their voices be heard. And these are the people that America flocks to the most because they're progressive. Did
AOC, is she going to make a run for Schumer seat?
I wouldn't know that. I hope so.
I think she should. She will amass more power as a New York senator
or president. Either president or senator.
even not as president. If she became a senator from New York State, okay, with her populism, she will become. Here's the Star Wars reference, Nick. She will become more powerful than anybody could imagine.
She should too, I think, and that's what one of the reasons
she'll never need to be president.
This is an interesting one for me. Is so next. This next election, in a lot of ways, could and probably will be basically a presidential election. Because whoever is going to be the Speaker of the House will more than likely be an interim president for a little while, is my estimation, because this entire regime needs to be removed. Will they do that? Maybe, hopefully, but that's the plan. That's how I view this. And so I want someone in that seat who is strong, who knows what they're doing, who is a woman, who's outspoken, who is ready to speak their mind and not take shit from other people. I don't care who. At this point, it can be AOC, Marie Stallsbury, any of the. I think I said that right. I don't. Sorry if I got your name wrong. Representative Salisbury from New Mexico. You're doing amazing work too. Like I see the shit you're doing and how much you're supporting the Zorro Ranch investigation and work like that, like, and standing up for your constituents. Like, we need representatives like you, and whoever is going to be in that seat as Speaker of the House needs to be prepared to become the president.
Natasha for Congress.
Natasha for Congress.
Natasha for Congress. We're launching it right now. We're making the announcement.
Sign up the papers.
And if some people like for me, then yeah, but that's like my worst nightmare. So.
We could figure out how to crowdsource it for you. I bet we're pretty good at that.
No problem. Do that for me. I'll do everything else. But
we could bootstrap it without billionaires. Like that's
I know. Yeah,
that's how we got to do it.
Yeah. Just bring the receipts. You're just like dropping receipts. Like, I got the receipts.
Yeah, exactly.
I got them for days.
Good. I hope we can hear some of these receipts too. A lot of these receipts, because I know you're probably under some NDAs and you can't talk about certain things right now. Like, which is why I'm not pushing on any of the topics, because I don't want to put you in a position where you feel compromised.
A third party who could disclose it.
I honestly don't care, though. I mean,
I'm just kidding. I don't want to get her in any legal jeopardy.
People, and you are deceiving people into voting for you, and then you're going and voting to fund ICE and things that we specifically voted for you not to vote for. So no, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Welcome to our party.
We need Chris Rock running for president.
Hold on.
Shit.
If I could, I would hand this to you through the last fuck I have left to give away. Huh? Yeah. One last fuck. I got it at a rock concert.
Yeah, I'll just end up tossing it.
And I gave one fuck away while I was there, but I got one back, and I was like, okay, well, I've got one fuck to give for the rest of my life, and I just gave it to you. And if you want to throw the fuck away, that's okay.
It's like a sitcom. 2 fucks in the concert.
Yeah, it's like an episode of Sex in the City.
We lost him.
Eric's gone.
He got banned.
We have had so many tech issues this morning.
I thought the comments got you sent away. Like, deleted.
I'm still on the bottom. How do I get on the bottom? Like I can't even trade with Walter here. I'm still on the bottom.
Here, move like you're a puppet I'm controlling. That'll be hilarious.
We need more people to run though. It's like, if your state is still open for filing, go sign up for whatever party that is in your state that you can run for, and go sign up to run for a position. Yeah, local positions. Management. What happened? Like, imagine what would happen if doesn't even have to be under the guise of the Democratic Party, but it could be caucusing with them for now, was if a whole bunch of Working Family Party members, just like Zoran Mamdani did, was run under the Democratic label. What if they won all over the country in seats for local elections? You know what that would do? That would push the Democratic Party nationally, or we just shift over to the Working Families Party or the Democratic Socialist Party and be like, hey, if you want to continue caucusing with us and maintain a majority in your state, well, you have to acquiesce to some of our needs too, because we've been talking loud, and you need to respond. It's like what I said about what Josh Shapiro should have done, Governor Shapiro should have done of Pennsylvania, when the Black Panthers are out with weapons standing in the street guarding their neighborhoods. Totally fine. I have no problem with that. And the Governor Shapiro should have then either walked his happy ass or someone very close to him down to Philadelphia to discuss with the Black Panthers and those community support groups. Hey, what are your demands? Not what are your demands? What are your needs? What are the things that you need most that we can realistically solve? Boom, like that. And you know what? Those weapons would disappear because they wouldn't feel unsafe if the state protected and supported them too. And you have opportunities as governors to finally just go to the communities and listen, and state legislatures and state school boards and other mayors and comptrollers, All you have to do is just fucking listen. Like, it's that easy. Listen and then respond. Don't be a dickhead. Don't put your ego into all of it, because it's not like, you'll do better. You'll just do better. Just suck less.
I do want to say something on that note too, because my governor, Matt Meyer, is actually going to be at the Defiance thing tonight. I don't think a lot of people know about him, but he's pretty outspoken about Trump. And a lot of people here feel like he's really promising, because this is his first, well, now second year as governor. But I really like him a lot, and I just want to kind of put Delaware on the map and Matt Meyer on the map, because our governors are kind of like are going to be our last line of defense. And so I'm so glad that he's going to this event to kind of talk to some of the other, governors and congressmen that might be there, because, I just like, we have to stay behind them too, but also keep pushing them to do the right thing as well. And, yeah, just look out for him. And he posts like lots videos and stuff all the time. He's always out in the community. I haven't met him in person yet, but he seems like a really great, and I think he's going to be really good for fighting against fascism. But I want him to know, or, us to, I guess, just kind of let them be on the radar, because when, we're such a small state, and, there's a lot of red here, even though all of our representatives are blue pretty much. So, we're going to need help eventually when, ice comes and the sun comes. So,
Yeah, and to me, the big thing we're fighting against here is money. Because we all know that money destroyed politics and has been destroying politics. And Citizens United is one of the biggest problems in our country that led to all of this, allowing people to buy the politicians blatantly rather than in backroom deals and through lobbying. Is we have a lot we need to fix in this country, and we can, but it's going to require people to run all over the country, local and federally. And for the people who are registered to run and who we want to, or we feel that are in our camp, continue to ask the best of them, continue to demand the best of them, and remind them that their job only lasts as long as we will it to last. And we can repeal these things.
I think these people feel it once they've gotten there. This is that incumbency virus that they get, right? That they think that they're so insulated because they're the incumbent and I'm representing my district. And, when you lose touch of where you came from, you lose touch of yourself. When you lose that sense of who you were and who you were when you first got there, it's like, it's this is gonna be a bad analogy, so forgive me. Like I always tell my wife, like, there's 4 pillars of our relationship, right? Like, love me, feed me, sex me, don't fix me. Because if you fix me, I'm not the guy you fell in love with. If you change the person I am, I'm no longer the person that you fell in love with, and I'm a different person. So, and I know it's really a simplistic discussion and a simplistic, metaphor, but it's really the same. I mean, think about like Walter, and same thing with you, Nick. I mean, it was like, if you were not the people you were, and you were, we always change and adapt over time, right? We have to. It's part of growing up. It's part of being mature, and right. But imagine if you were not the same person that you were 10, 15 years ago. Like, just the same demeanor, same personality. Your marriages don't last. Your relationships don't last. Your friendships don't last. Your occupation doesn't last. Because nobody wants to be married to an asshole. Or a non-accountable jerk off.
Yeah.
This is
you're absolutely
right.
Well, and you're absolutely right, because they get so worked up, they get away from who they absolutely are, and we grow and we take away. As you get older, you're supposed to take away all these justifications for doing bad that you're taught, and I think DC gives people all these BS justifications for doing bad, and that's exactly what Natasha's been talking about.
Yep.
Because the party, they lecture us with all these things, and then we're just like, hey, can we just have some transparency on that? And then they become as enraged as the guy in the Oval Office does. So,
well, as Dr. G, your weirdo friend, said one time, and I continue to quote and expand upon on it, is fascism is domestic violence at scale, and democracy is community at scale. And that's what we need to be. That's what we are doing, is we are building community at scale.
Yep.
And we're fighting against domestic violence at scale. Like, we see it all the time. Like, we have been, a lot of us bought into it as just being like gaslit into things, but it's just, it's all violence and abuse towards us, saying you must believe this because I hold the power. And if you don't believe it, you're stupid, you're wrong, you're dumb, you're not good enough. You millennials, and I'm using millennials rather than a race-based one or a gender-based one because I'm a millennial and I'm obviously fairly non-specific. But I've heard some of the Jewish stuff, and like what's going on in Israel, I can clearly state is a genocide. I'm Jewish. I'm a Jewish American. I can clearly state what is happening in Israel is a genocide, and it's purposeful, and they're going to build a city called New Gaza on the bones, blood, and ashes of a murdered and massacred people. And we're going to all just move on, is what they want us to do. And that's not fucking okay. Like, that's not okay. And it's okay to say that. I can say that. And I can say that the Democratic Party is allowing it to happen, and is going to turn Jewish people in America into bad guys and targets. And they're going to turn Jewish people who are not Zionists, who are not part of the Chabadist movement, who are not trying to actively genocide people, they're going to turn us into the bad guys. Just like they demonize everybody fucking else. Just like they do everybody else. The Democratic Party is fascism later. The Republican Party is fascism now. The Democratic Party is fascism later. They just want to slow roll the fascism because they keep making money off of it. Corporate fascism is America's biggest export to the world. Shane York talks about it all the time. And they own our politicians for the most part. We need to stop taking money from Israel. We need to stop spending on Israel, because we could use that money here back at home for things that our people need, because there are Jewish Americans who need universal health care more so than Israeli Jews do. Not because they're any less than.
How are we going to funnel money to Kushner?
Like, they can afford it themselves. We don't need to be giving them money.
But how does Jared Kushner, make a living?
Yeah, I know. Well,
we can't forget about, we can't, Well, how about this one, guys? This is a brand new one. So this story broke about a week and a half ago that Larry Ellison bought. There's a park west of West Palm Beach on Southern Boulevard. It's a drive-through animal zoo. And Larry Ellison just bought it so that he can build an AI data center.
Yeah.
Just fuck these people. Like, I'm so done with all these old people who are just not old. They're not all old, like age-wise, but this old mentality of just ownership over others.
We have to own everything, and we have to destroy the environment to do it at the same time. Because it's all about the Benjamins. Great movie,
it is. All about the Benjamins. There's a reason I named it this way, is because I didn't get to post my or I'm going to show my final note real quick.
Okay. Oh crap, guys! I gotta run. I'm sorry. I got clinic in an hour, and I gotta eat. So
okay, here before you go,
we just do this all freaking day long.
Promote yourself.
Yeah, we could. Oh,
okay. That's me. That's my QR code. Hit it. Subscribe. I have no paywall. Enjoy.
Thanks, Eric.
I will be on tomorrow with Stephanie Wilson tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. We're going to do a nice little show tomorrow afternoon. And everybody, again, defiance.org to watch the State of the Swamp this evening. Free registration. Instead of watching Droopy Poopy Pants lie for 90 plus minutes, because he said it's going to be one of the longer ones he's done.
Yes. Great.
I feel bad for everybody who's got to sit through that tonight, by the way.
No point.
It'll be much funnier to sit through the rebuttals.
Most of them are Republicans, and
Oh,
they
did we lose
all.
Natasha?
Who was Natasha?
No, I'm here.
Oh, she's still there.
Okay.
She'll
All
be
right,
back.
guys. I love Natasha. It was great to see you. Thank you so
You
much,
too.
Nick. Appreciate the invite. Walter, as always, my
Absolutely.
friend.
Thanks,
Good to
Eric.
see you, Eric.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Have a great day, my friend.
Namaste.
You're not Lee. See? Namaste. He's gonna stay. Sorry,
Oh, wonderful.
wordplay. I'm Natasha. This has been really fun. Thank you for joining us. I'm
I-
not closing out just yet.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, I appreciate you like inviting me last minute. So this was a
Oh
nice
yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm so glad to have you. And I want to bring this last note up just real quick. It's going to show Chris Goldsmith's face on there. Is about the money, all about the Benjamins. And this is another part of like they're just slow walking us into fascism. Now they're doing it again in the VA. But this time, Doug Collins decided that instead of getting public comment, which you're required to by law for VA policy changes, they were just going to go, no, we're going to change the rating scheme so that if your mental health medication works, you get rated lower. Or you could be re-rated to be lower. So I've asked everybody, say, hey, please go to Chris Goldsmith's article. That's linked in there. There is a link in the article to leave comments on the VA policy changing the wording and the language so that they can rate us lower and diminish our mental health and destroy us because they don't care if we are suffering for the things that they sent us to war for to make money off of. My response, and I'm not going to read the whole thing, I just want to read the first part, is as a disabled veteran, I would find it more preferable that you just spit in our faces than willfully disregard our mental illnesses and downplay the severity of our sufferings. I'd rather be spit on than you fucking do this. Because our mental health is, you're going to kill veterans.
Oh, yeah.
This is a test case on how they can save money at the VA, which is just another part of how they see government as a business, not as a service. And that's where I differ in my views of government from them, because that's what government is supposed to be. It is supposed to serve the people. It is a service, a system of services, and the VA is a service I rely on for my life. The VA is the reason I'm still alive, because I have mental health coverage, and it did not go down in rating when my mental health started to recover because I got properly medicated. That's bullshit. And this is going to be a test case for other areas and other systems within our government, such as Medicare and Medicaid. They're going to use this as a way to adjust and lower benefits because you're now better, so you don't need the money.
Do you have the link? Can you put that in the chat? The link for your comment, and of course, everybody who is watching the replay or listening to the replay, this note will be provided there. But it's really important to make this public comment here. That's it's a good call to action. Thank you, Nick. That's always important.
Yeah, that's more my call to action, because one of the things that none of the parties do, at least the two national parties do at the moment, is do really good call to actions. In an organized and effective way. The Republicans do it really well, but their call to actions are violence and hate and murder.
It's easier to incite people to violence, I think, than to kindness, but we have to do it, you know?
Yeah. I want to incite you into some kindness here.
Yeah.
Like, go take 5 minutes out of
kindness.
Like, go take 5 minutes out of your day, get really angry at what the VA is doing, and write a note. Just write your feelings down for 5 minutes. Like, that's what I did. Do you think like this is professional of me to write? I'd rather have someone spit in my face than them do this. No, I don't care. This is a public comment section on a VA policy change that is going to kill people.
At least if they spit
kill
in your
people
face,
I know, probably.
At least if they spit, they're honest about what they feel about you. At least they're being honest, you know, and they're not just trying to pretend they're your friend and then kill you, you know, stab you in the back.
And Natasha, I want to hand it to you here. This almost plays exactly into what the DNC looks like. is like they force us into you have to vote for us, but then they're never going to change their ways or do anything beneficial, and they gaslight the fuck out of you into saying it's your fault. You're the cause of this. You should just vote for us anyway. You still need to vote for us. Like,
Yeah,
fuck.
that's like mind control to me. That's manipulation. That's gaslighting. That's lying. That's telling us you're going to do one thing and then going around and doing the other and then continuing to do it every time we elect you. And it's like when are we going to finally realize that we have to stop putting our faith in them, just stop giving them air, stop giving them breath, stop giving them space, like just ignore them and pretend like they don't exist unless we have to speak to them about something. Like make them feel inferior, make them feel like they don't fucking matter because they fucking don't, you know? Like,
Be an asshole for democracy.
yes.
Be part of the fuck you left, or be part of the whatever fuck you movement that is positive, though.
Yeah.
Like you can be positively aggressive. Like
Right. Well,
aggressive positivity is a thing in its own way. Like, don't be mean about it to some people. Like, but like there are people. It's okay that I call Nick Fuentes a fucking taint and like a penis and a testicle because that's who he is. Because they're weak and they suck and they're ugly and like that's who they are. Or like Stephen Miller is a smegalomaniac because that's what he is. That's who they are. It's okay. It's okay that we say those things, guys. Like we need to make things like that common because we need to stop sitting back and letting them dominate the space and dominate the airwaves. And we just need to go out and do it. And part of that is going and promoting our friends who do those things, who do go out on the airwaves and put themselves out there and say the hard things. And we had Dr. Eric on, and now we've had Natasha with us. And Natasha, I want you to promote yourself and where people can find you and all of this. But any closing words you have to leave for everybody today? I'm gonna put you on the spot for a second.
Yeah, no, my closing words are please research. If you get any type of inkling or feel like something just is like, wait a minute, just look further and don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your instincts because for me, a lot of the times I realize that they're true, but I just think it's important to believe in ourselves and make sure we are reading the truth and consuming the truth because even amongst these circles, not and I don't mean like you guys specifically, but I'm just talking about like progressive people as a whole on Substack, where it's becoming growing exponentially. And so like just having to have that discernment and kind of pay attention to what the people we're following are saying or preaching or asking for and things like that. And just keep fighting. And again, look into the Working Families Party. And, we have to just start focusing on keeping our elections free and fair and, see how we can like get in at the local level and find out what the hell is going on in our commissions. And we can also volunteer at the polls. You can sign up to, work at the polls on the day of. So there are lots of things that we can do if we sign up early and get ahead of things. But this is literally our last year to save democracy for, I believe, decades to come if we don't make sure that we are able to vote free and fair and that they don't. Sorry.
Who's gonna phone?
No, that's all right.
I'm glad everybody heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was coming out of nowhere on me. I was like, whoa. Things are
I
happening.
thought it was just in my head. Yeah.
Noises in the head. No. God.
I'm trying to pretend I'm not hearing anything. Finish your statement though. We got interrupted again, Natasha.
Oh no, that's just all I wanted to say is just don't doubt yourself, but also make sure you're looking into things and try to get active and organized. And if anybody doesn't know what to do, I just let me know. I just have so many ideas and we have so much power together right now, like us having this live and having this talk. And Deb just said that I helped open her eyes to the DNC. And I'm so glad for that because even if it just helps one person realize something or think more or look deeply into it, makes such an impact, and we are all so powerful with all of this information that we're sharing and spreading. And so I just want everybody, if you can, to follow me on Truth She Wrote. I am, just trying to push out truth, and I appreciate everybody following, and you guys for inviting me again today. It was really great finding you, Nick.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. And I will make sure you get tagged in the post show. We weren't able to get you on the invite ahead of time. It kept saying failed co-host invite every time I tried to do it. So I'm sorry. I wish we could have. I'll get you tagged though. Please go support Natasha's work. Everybody in the audience, I highly recommend. And I also want to get you on some other shows. I think you'd have a really great discussion with the folks from Centered America, who they're a 501c4 organization, Sherrod Sweeney and Gavin Faber. They just got nationally certified for all of their 501c4 paperwork, but they are trying to center the discussion on progressive values, and non-party specific values, but on like real human-based, dignity-based values. And I think they would benefit so much from learning from you. And I represent them in some ways. I'm a public contributor for them here on Substack. So you've seen some of my work through them, like I've reposted my intelligent masculinity stuff, but they do a lot of really good work on the local level. And they're working on local level support and how to interact and do legislative like submissions and actually propose policy and make real change. And I think they'd really benefit from the knowledge you have. I know I've learned a lot today just from our discussion. I always do when I come with Walter, but this was really nice. Thank you.
Oh, thank you guys. I learned so much from you too.
Thanks. Walter, how about you, my friend? Promote yourself.
Oh, well, this has been so much fun. People can find me. I do want to just quickly apologize because as we were kind of finding our way, we were over talking Natasha a little bit. And part of it was because of the mic delay thing. And we got it figured out. I mean, we kind of did it in process. But yeah, it's like the dude's got to be smarter because Natasha's, and it's really important for us to defer and let Natasha have her speak. Just because when you get three guys together, we were just so excited to have you here too. That's part of it. So it just kind of got rolling. We're like, woo! And like, oh, wait a minute, shut up. What she's saying is really important. So I hope we managed to do that. But I want to continue to help do whatever I can to elevate your platform and Nick's too, and everybody's, all the people here. So thanks so much for being here. And we'll continue to keep saying these wonderful. Yeah, thank you. Somebody says your accountability is showing. Yes, we have to learn. We make mistakes and we do better. And part of it is just shutting the hell up sometimes. So thanks so much for being here, Natasha, and thanks so much, Nick.
Thank you guys.
Oh, we lost Nick. Oh shit, he just got deleted.
Oh,
hopefully
look at that.
Back. There he is. He's back.
Whoa,
no, it's just me. Yeah.
Whoa. What
dominant.
just
Walter's
happened?
dominant. Yeah.
Well, that was weird. That was weird. Sorry, y'all. I have technology hates us today. Well, Natasha, you're now on top. You have joined the top rank of the screen.
We're gonna co-control him. Oh, she's doing it. Normally she doesn't do these things. And I make silly things. She doesn't do it.
We just have fun here. Please also everybody support Walter's work because he's amazing.
Thank you.
And he is accountable in real time. And I love these discussions because we both sit here and we get grounded. And this grounds me a lot. And this was the first time we've gone a little while without talking. I'm so glad we got to have a really fun chat today with two really incredible guests. So please go support Walter. All the artwork on the back of our screen here is due to his daughters. Due to his daughter's amazingness was what I was finishing saying as I caught myself catching a weird breath. So please go support him. He and I are good friends and have become really good friends through all of this. And then, I'm sorry we did speak over you, and I'm sorry we spoke over each other. We do it all the time, and we're learning on this. And one of the things that I say is now you know so you can grow. And part of knowing is taking that understanding and actually applying it. So thanks for being with us and teaching us too. And to add on to what you said, Walter, is not only I'm glad that we had you on, Natasha, because you have, and it's what I told Qasim Rashid, it's what I told others that I've interviewed who are teachers at heart, is thank you for teaching. Thank you for coming on and teaching. And you can tell that you want to teach and give other people's lessons that they can learn. So thanks for coming on and adding to my space with that and providing that teaching for us. And so come join me at Sick of the Shit Publications, where we do intelligent masculinity and chronic illness discussions. And Natasha's part of my community. Like, that's how I've seen Natasha's name, is she's part of the community, and she jumps into a lot of my chats and live spaces. And I'm so glad I finally got to have you on. And everyone in the audience, thank you for being here with us as always. Like, you guys are amazing. Come join Sick of the Shit Publications, free or paid. Paid really helps because it gets us onto the leaderboards and up in the algorithms, and it gets more of our audiences larger and increases the subscribership and just the viewers. And that helps everybody, because then we get these messages out. So please become a free or paid subscriber to Natasha, Walter, or myself, all of us, if you can. Also, if you have a moment, go to shop.sickoftheshitpublications.com and grab some merch. Grab some of our merch. It makes a great gift.
Christmas. It's all this.
Or it makes a great end of spring or end of winter gift as you stay warm in your sweater, or you need to transition onto your t-shirt, or you want a lovely coffee mug, or 3 or 5, because we have coffee mugs. We do have an FDT selection now. We just came out with a new collection of FDT for our Foxglove Daisy Tulip. And so you can get our beautiful flower collection of FDT and enjoy a nice sip of FDT every morning, hot with your coffee. So this has been so much fun. I fucking love this show.
Good work, buddy.
It's been great.
Incite some kindness. I love that.
Incite kindness today. Go out and incite kindness. Go be aggressively positive. Go take some aggressive positivity and action, and tell your family you love them. I fucking love you. I fucking love all of you. You're awesome. There, aggressive positivity. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Natasha.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone in the audience. And as I always say, we're done being sick of this shit here. Now we're doing this shit. Thanks, y'all. We'll see you next week.
Yep. Bye-bye.